I've done a cruising vid. So here we are. We are just going up for a marsh farm. So going towards Hilperton, which is going to mark our turnaround point, and it's where I'm going to start the stats at 0 this year. So the tanks will be full and mileage will be 0 from there, and I will do a regular update on the Facebook page to keep you abreast of what's going on there. Other than that, it's a chilly day, it's a grey day, and I'm hoping to get back to the warmer weather we had last week. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But anyway, onwards. Boatyard's not too far away. And like I said, fill up on diesel, pick up a couple of bits that I've ordered. New chimney cap, or rain cap for it, so when the chimney's not on I can cover it over. And a light for the bedroom. I've done a bit of a refit in there. Might do a little bit of a video once I've got it all painted and everything. Once I've sorted out some storage solutions in there, I'll do a little bit of a video, show you what I've done. Not on my own, I did have help, I will admit to that. But it's all coming together quite nicely. Engine's just been serviced by the fabulous Dan Hollands of Holland's Boat. So if you're down here, Holland Boats is what you want to look for. Dan, he's really, really good. A lot of people say, oh, he's so expensive. He is expensive, but he's quicker. And in my mind, I'd rather pay somebody who's a bit more expensive but does the job quickly, rather than someone who's just underneath that but takes twice the length, because that ends up costing you more. But yeah, a couple of things I've got to have changed, so he's going to come back and do that. The old engine's well, she's showing her age, but she's not out of the camp yet, far from it. Strong as Knox, just needs a new oil cooler for the gearbox, and a couple of tweaks here and there, a couple of mounts. Other than that, she's all good. She's still on her original stuff, so you know that's not bad considering she's 1993 she was built. So yeah, 32 years, that ain't bad going on original equipment. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around so you see. So that is Marsh Farm moorings up through the reeds there. Gets a bit narrow, so you've got to watch out for oncoming boats as much as you can. Usually you can see the skipper or driver, to put it in layman's terms, above all the reeds. But I can't see anybody, so I'm hoping for the best. Too narrows ain't too bad, but if you eat a wide beam, you've got to back up. So yeah, all good fun. Let's get there. We'll be there before you know it. Onwards. As you can see, I am now travelling backwards because Helen's driving. Anyway, so been to the boatyard, got diesel, and we are now on our way back to Semington, and the mileage and counting starts from there. Well, from boatyard. So I'll update that in a bit, and the journey begins. So next few weeks still going to be slow. I'm still in work for a couple of weeks before that all finishes at the end of the month. And we make tracks, and then we stop in Pewsey for a week to say excuse me, goodbye to friends, and then we're off into the wild grey yonder.
It ain't called Reading that much anymore.
Yeah, called Reading a lot of things. Anyway, backwards. Good morning, and gorgeous morning it is here. Let me tilt that. You get the top of my head and the blue sky. There you go. So next day, got boatyard yesterday and did all the diesel stuff, like I said just a second ago in the video. And yeah, so today we are making tracks on up to Seed. Get as much video as I can. I might even do some photos for Facebook, see how we get on. Pete's got a turn round, he's coming with us up there. And yeah, I should be walking distance for work for a week or two again. which is nice. Anyway, I best get going. I've done the weed hatch, tiller arms on, just got to start the engine, and like I said, turn Pete around. And off we go. See you in a bit. And off we go. There's Pete. Put his canopy down, get ready to go. I'm going to go through, sit on the landing, get the lot prepped while Pete does his stuff and gets turned around. Yeah, so this is Semington. There's Pete. Good morning, Pete.
Good morning.
Onwards and upwards. First lock of the day. Semington bottom lock. Pete's just coming off his mooring down there through the bridge hole. There you go, just about to see his tunnel bands. So he'll get clear of the cruiser that's down there. Come turn around, and of course, look at ship Tamarisk sitting nicely. I will paint that grey section green to make the rest of the boat later on this year. Got to time it right though. Can't be too hot while you're doing it. But if you're ever down this way, this place do beautiful bacon, sausage and eggs that you can buy from their little shop on the side, as well as being a dockyard. Just give them a call or a message, let them know you're on the way and you want some. And I'll tell you whether they're open or not. But they are good, trust me. Anyway, lock's emptying and I'm waiting for Pete. All spun, here he comes. It is a lovely day to be out in the sunshine. Wind's a bit chill still, but not that bad. Got my jumper on, I'm alright Jack. Just waiting on this lock emptying. And get the gates open. Pete's on his way down there, we're on the landing. And the sinkhole's still there. That's been there for as long as I've been boating down here, so about 5 years. Don't worry, they're working on it. And there's Bailey. And a little sniff around. CRT doing some offside works clearance. Getting the cut ready for the summer. A lot of the older bits of reeds along the bank here break away and end up floating, so yeah, if they can get out and manage it, it's all good. Less obstructions. Bit of a nightmare that swing bridge there. You have to lift it on the offside, start it swinging, and then run across it and open it on the other. Pete was struggling a bit, so I had to hop off. We're taking it in turns for the swing bridges. But, anyway, we're through. According to CRT's Better Boating Manifesto, that'll be fixed by summer, so that'll be alright, won't it? And it's John's boat. Hello John, got a new motor. Once again, Honeysuckle Rose. I've spoken to the guys that own it over the last few weeks, on and off. Nice people. They put it up for sale again. They want to go onto a wide beam, so it's on Facebook Marketplace. Have a look, see what they've done with it. It's nice to see how they've made some changes on the inside. Very nicely done. Sun's still shining on and off, but the wind's still chill. Anyway, that's 3 swing bridges done. 5 locks and maybe 1 or 2 swing bridges left to go. Awesome. For some silly reason, I decided to commute in the boat. I'm running short of time. I've got 2 hours before my shift starts. And 3 locks and maybe 1 or 2 swing bridges to go. Could be tight. Look at Toiger. But never mind, I'll get there. I'm sure I will. No problems. But Pete stopped to fill up with water. We've gone ahead. But he's fine. I think he's going to stop on the visitor moorings outside the barge at Seamed. So just under there. There's the barge. You can just see their moorings on the left there. So I think he's going to stop there for a couple of days. And we're going to push on. Yonder clouds look ominous. Fingers crossed, that's going to miss us. I think it might. But still, be fine, sure, be fine. Well, it's about 1:45, so I've just about enough time to find myself a nice little mooring. There's Helen on the tow bar. And yeah, and then go to work. Joy! I enjoy my job actually. I'm excited to be leaving now, but no, wrong. And there we go, got ourselves a mooring just off the last swing bridge. So yeah, nice little 10-minute walk to work. So I'm gonna have to watch those steps, try and keep those up at the minute as high as I possibly can. So yeah, make sure I get enough. Other than that, did all right. Little hailstorm coming up that last little bit through the swing bridges, but nice. There. Lots of brown reeds overlooking the valley. And an old structure here, which I assume behind all that is a there's an old pillbox, but yeah, that'll do me for a week or two. And we'll see about going up the flight. I think the flight actually opens, excuse me, on tomorrow, I think, 14th. I thought it was the end of the month. There's been a bit of miscommunication somewhere, I think, but we'll see. Anyway, I best go get ready for work, and I'll see you later. Good morning, and beautiful morning it is too. I'm getting slightly blinded. Hang on, let's use these. There we go. Now I can see what's going on. I can actually see things. But yeah, we're getting ready to go up the flight. It's just before 8 o'clock. And aim is to get to the wharf. Wandered up there last night going into town. And yeah, there was quite a bit of space. Doesn't mean there'll be space when we get there, but fingers crossed. We are tied together. I'm going to do all the driving. So yeah, maximise the crew. There's only one lock that's too narrow to do this in. So I'll get some videos of that for the YouTube bit, but I'll get some photographs today. So back to doing that, and up on the old Facebook. Yeah. My last working night tonight, down at 3 Magpies. So going to be quite sad about that. I'm excited to be going, but sad to be leaving. But yeah, so busy day ahead. It's going to be a long one. I think I'm going to need an afternoon snooze once we're up there. We'll get that done. Anyway, I'll see you later. Right, first lock approaches. As I said, we are going to the wharf. Oh. And Peter's no tool by his absence. 2 boats, 1 driver. That'll do. Pete's up there somewhere. There we go, I can see him, he's just on the bridge. With Dave from Milktown Brewery, who's come along to help us today. Very nice of him. He's a recovering boater himself. But if you're in Melksham, go down to the Milktown Brewery. He makes some excellent beer. Well, everything so far is going quite swimmingly. We've got at least 4 or 5 crew, 5 crew including Helen. And brews are on the go, bacon's in the oven, so we'll soon have everybody fed and watered. and it doesn't look like anybody's coming down, so it's going to be a quick run. Good job. Anyway, this knot's nearly done. Into the next. About an hour and a half in, just over halfway up I think. Cafe's just up there. Gate's red. I'll best get a move on, haven't I? Let's put some revs on. Doing alright. Not the fastest I've ever done it, but not bad. Still got blue skies and sunshine. Over in the shade and chilly. That took us 2 hours to get up the main staircase, which is a pretty good time by anybody's standards. From there, that's the cafe. That's from the one they secure at the bottom overnight to the one they secure at the top overnight. 2 hours ain't bad. Further 45 minutes to an hour to get up to the wharf, and that's where we're headed to. Dave's had to go on because he's got to go to work at 12 o'clock down at his own bar, and yeah, so we've still got Mark and Jane. Obviously Helen and Pete, and I'm still driving both boats. See, no Pete, so one man, two boats. Up by a pub called the Black Horse. It's beyond the bridge up in the distance, if you can see it from there, Prison Bridge. And the infamous Derek's Deals is that away, and that's where Pete's gone now. Get himself some fruit and veg. They've got some boxes down there for £5. Today, absolutely glorious. Wind's a little chill, but the sun is shining and nice and warm. And into the last lock of the day. Hopefully find a decent mooring. I think we will. Pretty quiet up on the wharf last night when we walked past, so hopefully that's still true now. Plus I've seen a boat go past that I know was moored up here last night, so yes. And it's not even lunchtime yet. Nearly 11:30. Good time to finish. Nearly there. And we're all done. Got a nice little spot on the wharf. Just there you go, see? Pete's in front of us up there somewhere. There he is. Yeah, somewhere. Get the angles right, Mike, come on. Yeah, loads of space up here, so slotted ourselves in. It's just coming up 12 now. So yeah, it's about 3.5 hours boxed up. It's not bad going. And yeah, time for some lunch. Chill out. I'll put some photos up on Facebook and get myself ready for work later on. Last shift, last time being a professional barman. Amateur hour from here on in. Morning all. It's Sunday morning, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And we're off to Pewsey today from Devizes, so it's probably about 4.5 hour cruise maybe. So we should be there just after lunch, which is a good time to be there really. Because we're not going to get lunch at the pub, what with it being Mother's Day and all, we're not going to get tables. So we're going to go there for a few drinks anyway, so yeah, looking forward to it. It should be a nice cruise. As you can see, we've got the blue sky and everything. So yeah, I'll get some pictures on the way, and I'll see you later. And out through Devizes Wharf. Gorgeous morning. A few people milling around already. The canoe club back there are getting ready to set off for their day of rowing, whatever they're doing today, messing about on the canal. Are we up Husey bound? Shouldn't take too long. Wind's still a bit chill, but again the sun is nice and warm. As I said in an earlier video, last night was my last night at the Three Magpies, putting pints behind the bar. Not gonna lie, it was a tad emotional. But yeah, I worked there for 3 years, and when I started working there, I was at a pretty low point. So it's the place where I built myself back up again. And I'm going to miss him. But travelling lifestyle is for me, so we move on. It's been a wonderful 3 years. Thank you, Sarah, Paul, everybody else. I haven't got time to name everybody, and if I start doing that, I'm going to forget someone. So yeah, thank you. Hopefully I'll see you again. Time past the barge. There was actually a mooring available back there, but we're not stopping, so don't need it. Rather lovely little eclectic place. They also do hands fasting ceremonies there if you're interested and you want to book somewhere like that. Look them up. We're nearly there. It's Husey Wharf Boating Club we're going past now. All private moorings. Rather lovely, got a nice little clubhouse up there, look. Which is nice. They have little events they do every year. Or throughout the year and what have you. I've never been to one, but I've certainly heard a couple. Anyway, like I said, we're nearly there now. I'm doing the video now because I know the minute I pull up there's going to be things to do and people to see, so I'll get some pictures up on the old Facebook, and hopefully at some point this week, over the next couple of days, I'll get down to editing all the footage I've taken over the last couple of weeks and get it up on YouTube. So keep your eyes peeled on both those channels, and I'm going to go and enjoy a pint in the sunshine. I'll see you later. Good morning, and gorgeous morning it is too. I won't turn, well maybe I will turn around, there you go, sunshine. But let's turn back so you can see my pretty face, you lucky devils. We are off over the summit today. So yeah, it's going to be about 6 hours to get to Great Bedouin, notwithstanding any hold-ups or anything, so maybe 7, maybe 8, who knows. But yeah, we're going to do the whole summit again. I never stop in between because there's not much point, you end up in the woods and in the trees. So yeah, off to Great Bedouin, and I'll get some pictures and videos and what have you. I know there is, I have promised a video, it is coming, I've just not had much time to edit it this week, so I'll get that up as soon as I can. And yeah, it's going to be a lovely day, if a bit chilly at the minute, but hopefully that warms up, and I'll see you later. First lock of the day, Bailey's off doing her thing. Pick that up in a minute, Bailey, thank you. Wood Rivers. Helen's in there somewhere, there she is, hello Helen, and Pete's on his way in. Marvellous. Heaty close lock. Second lock of 14 we're doing today. Rather pretty up here. And sheeps in a faraway field there. There you go, just about make them out. As ever, K&A is a nice walk. If you're coming boating on a K&A, bring some sturdy walking shoes or boots. Boots for the winter, not too bad at the minute. Towpath's nice and dry thanks to the favourable conditions over the last couple of months. Yeah, warming up a bit now, which is nice, but I've still got my chunky hoodie on. As you can see, colourful, but warm. Yeah, on the way to the lock number 3 of today, which is 51, 52, 53, lock 53, 107 in total. I've never done all 107, I've never been that far down. But Bath Deep Lock's supposed to be good fun. I did want to do it, but time and willing not on my side. Maybe one day, if I ever get bored and I fancy the ride that is the K&A again, I'll do it. It's a lot of hard work, because like I said, a lot of walking and a lot of locks. You consider 107 locks, K&A is 89 miles long, so that tells you how quick succession they are. The Long Pound is 13 miles long without a lock. That's the longest stretch, the rest of them are all grouped. Yeah, on to the next. And we are on the Summit Pound. It's coming up for Burbage Wharf. Burbage made the news last year while we were away for a lorry coming down the slope. Luckily, like I said, we were away, it did not affect us. It was gone by the time we came back, though the scars still there. Ten more locks and we'll be at the destination for today, Great Bedouin. All being well. It's not going to be particularly good because it's pointing into the sun, but that's where the lorry came through. The barrier's still up there, and they've repaired the bottom with some Alco. Yeah, came all the way down the bank. Peeling nicely though. Things are going all right. We're 6 locks down, and there we go, 6 locks for the day, so 8 to go, nearly halfway. Just behind me, spin round, somewhere. It's Crofton beam engine. Covered last year. Twice. I think I've done it twice, went through it twice. So, cover it again. Why not? See what it looks like now. This should have finished all that works over there with the new pump and everything. So, have a look. See what's going on. Anyway, nearly time to open these gates. Just got with it. Crofton beam engines are in fire. In fire, not on fire. Crucial difference. Steaming up. So they've got an open day, which is evident by the amount of cars that are parked. Only a couple more locks to go to Great Bedouin. We are following a couple of little boaters, so slowed us down a little, not too much. And lovely people I've bumped into a few times on the K&A. And they're going the same way we are, they're going to Llangollen for the summer. So yeah, probably keep bumping into them and seeing them on the travels. Yeah, but it's glorious today. Certainly warmed up. Jumper's getting a bit too much. Nice. Nearly there. Last lock of the day, just beyond that bridge. It's Great Bedouin. I'm not going to bet on getting a visitor mooring. Be nice. It has happened, but I doubt it. Up there somewhere is a Pete just coming through, and a Helen behind him. Guys we were following have just moored up. What was it? Jane and Simon. Lovely people. Hopefully we'll bump into you again somewhere up near the Golly. It'd be lovely. So, yeah. Nearly done for the day and I can sit and put my feet up. Nice. And I could have held my breath. There we go. Rings. Might be enough space for both of us. Don't know. Let's give it a go. We pull right back. Pete might get in front of us. Might overhang a bit at the end, but we'll see. I'd love to try it. Everybody else is by appointment. And here comes Helen. Nice. Right then, all nicely moored up in Bedouin. Great Bedouin. Not Little Bedouin. Little Bedouin's a little bit further on. Great Bedouin. And the weather is glorious. So we're going to sit and chill out for a bit now. That was a nice little cruise. 8:30 till just after 4. That ain't bad at all. It's supposed to be 6 hours. What is that? Yeah, not far off. 7 hours. Like I said, we were following somebody else that always slows you down a bit. So yeah, I'll get the pictures up in a bit. And yeah, tomorrow is on to Hungerford, where we're going to sit for a couple of days. As long as I can get to Teal by the end of the week, everything will be gravy. I like gravy. So yeah, I'll go do that, chill out, get the pictures up for you, and I'll see you later. Good merry morrow to you all. What a glorious Sunday it is. Look at that, endless blue skies, sunshine, wind's dropped from where it was yesterday, so it's a little less chilly, but still, jumper first thing, no doubt I'll be losing that a bit later on. But yeah, we are moving on to Hungerford. We're going to stop there for a couple of days because we got some parcels to pick up from an Amazon point, and I need something from Screwfix, which is being delivered there tomorrow. So yeah, we'll stop a couple of days. It's a nice place to stop. And besides that, Lock 101 up near Teal or however, near Reading, is closed till the 17th. So that's our destination for the end of the week, and we've got plenty of time to get there. It's about 4 days easy cruise, so we're going to take some time, spend a couple of days in Hungerford, a couple of days in Newbury, and then on to Teal for the next weekend. Anywho, I shall stop rabbiting on. I'm going to go start the engine. I've done the weed hatch, and it's going to be a lovely day. I'll see you later. As you can see, we are off. Nice leisurely set off today. It's 20 past 10. There you go, fish, thereabouts. So yeah, a nice day. Turn the camera around. There you go. Gorgeous train line there. The station just back there. the other side of that hedge. Doesn't disturb you too much. You can hear the engines running overnight, but they stop around midnight. Start again at 6 in the morning, but you can't really hear them that much. Yeah. Should be a nice 4.5 hours to Hungerford from here, and that'll do for today. First lock's around the corner. I can't remember how many locks today. Not that many. Handful. And a nice cruise. Chap here working on the roof of his boat. All things to be done. Gotta love living on the canal. You get to see the spring coming in with all these willows here, all coming into leaf, all fresh and green. Got blossom in the trees over there, hawthorn or blackthorn, one of the two. I'm no expert. I know what I like. I was right, there's a bit of a chill to the breeze this morning, but it's only a breeze. These 3 locks are in quick succession, and there's a bit of a distance between the 2 after that. And we go through Hungerford Marsh Lock, which is the one with a swing bridge on it. Always good fun. Hopefully the swing bridge is playing nicely these days. Some days it's stiff, some days it's not. Seem to have found ourselves in the middle of a canoe race. They're practicing for the Easter run, Devizes to Westminster. So, trying to keep out of their way as much as possible because they're obviously a bit faster than we are. No idea who's winning. Kind of fun, actually. It's coming through a little place called Froxfield. Rather picturesque little stretch. Gets quite shallow at the side, so for flat bottom boats like ourselves can be a bit dodgy mooring. So you don't very often see narrow boats moored up down here, but you do see different stuff that don't have flat bottoms. These old oil rig lifeboats become quite popular in recent years. People refit them, do all sorts. One of the best ones I've seen, you can look him up on YouTube, I think he's on. It's Orla, O-R-L-A, Orla the lifeboat. He did a fantastic job. Also while working on his mental health and other issues. Yeah, anyway, Froxfield, there you have it. If things go well, we should only have one more lock to do. Marsh Lock. Yeah. Nearly in Hungerford. I'll take myself for an ice cream, I think. A lovely day like this. You can obviously hear the wind blowing. The sun's nice and warm. Well, we're all moored up in Hungerford, just above Town Lock, or whatever it's called. I assume it's Town Lock anyway. I'll look it up. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it, but I don't think I am. Anyway, like I said, we're here just above the lock. If I spin round that way, squint for the sun. There we go, the lock's just ahead of us there, and we'll go through that in a couple of days' time. Nice little cruise. We've made good time. It's supposed to be 4 hours. We've done it in just 3 and a bit. So go get an ice cream. I'll see you later.